right, welcome to another edition of Live Out Loud. It's the podcast all about living loud, proud, and having a good time. Alcohol and drug-free right here in South Florida. And, hey, wherever you're coming from, it's always a chance for you to live out loud and have a good time. We're bringing you the show. I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
And it's already started. Scott and Gary, and of course we've got the Smurf over here coming at you from the board. Give him a wave, Smurf. There we go.
Smurf is Atlas
a wave.
tonight.
It's called a wave. You move your hand. There we go. All right. Our producers. It takes great. Oh, you're doing a wave.
I'm doing a
You're
wave.
doing the wave. You got it. Oh man. All right. We are broadcasting to you live from the Treatment Alternative Studio right here in Boca Raton, Florida. This is a addiction and mental health treatment facility that has all levels of care: detox, residential, PHP, IOP, OP, and of course sober living. It's all right here. If you or someone you love has a problem with addictions or has a problem with mental health, give them a call and ask the questions. 877-771-1731. That's 877-771-1731. Give them a call. Ask about how we can help your loved one or even yourself. I mean, it could be the most important call you make. So give us a call. 877-771-1731.
Right. If you have somebody that you love that is having a problem, you're not being a louse. You're not being a creep by reporting it. You're not turning them into the police. You're not doing anything like that. You're only asking for help. So give us a call.
Absolutely. Now, on with the show here at Live Out Loud. You can catch us on LOL Podcast on Facebook. You can catch us on the Treatment Alternatives Boca Raton Facebook page as well. We also have our own YouTube channel, and that is called, Live Out Loud Podcast on YouTube, right?
Sorry, I muted my mic. So if you go to liveoutloud.live as like a website.
Then you can get to all of our different things.
Just the YouTube right now.
Just the YouTube. That's what I meant. All of the
get
different
excited.
YouTube things. Now, you've got all the old episodes, by the way. If you go to our YouTube channel, you can see all of our old episodes. We are also...
That's when we were well.
Yes. Yeah.
We weren't sick then.
We are sick. All three of us.
All three of us.
Now, obviously, I'm the healthiest out of the three of us right now, and I don't think that's an argument, right?
I mean,
For the first time, I'm the healthiest one in the room.
I feel better.
Well, are we talking
we had
mentally or
soup.
physically?
We'll just feel better. I mean, well, maybe a little of both. I don't know.
These are my notes for today.
Okay. So today is Moody Monday. We're all in a bit of a mood, and Mondays always tend to be a little bit moody. I mean,
What?
say goodbye. Yeah,
What?
Say goodbye to the weekend. Hello to the work week. And if you're not feeling, is there anything worse than waking up Monday morning feeling sick? Because now you got to drag your butt out of bed and go to work.
You know what is worse than waking up Monday morning sick?
What is worse, Gary?
Is going to bed sick on Sunday night and anticipating waking up sick Monday morning.
Yeah. I had a
No.
feeling last night. Did you know last night you were getting sick?
Oh, I knew it.
Yeah, I felt
knew
it too.
But I was hoping that I'd wake up instead. I was going to call last night and say, I can't, I'm not going to make it to work. But I had that hope. I had that dream. I had that desire to come into work. And then 7:30 came.
Now, the real question is this. There's three of us here. One of us had to have it first. One of us is the typhoid Mary in the room. So, was it you, Smurf?
I feel like it was.
When did you feel sick?
Actually, Saturday night.
I didn't see you Saturday night.
That doesn't matter.
But she
I
could have
could
been
still-
contagiously.
Oh, she could have been contagiously.
She could have been contagiously
Spreading it
contagializing
Friday.
us. We were contagialized last week.
Yeah,
So
it was
it's
me.
you.
I'm pretty sure I'm patient zero.
It's the damn blue hair. I'm telling you, Gary. There's something about it.
It's teal right now.
It's even worse.
I mean, you got bright blonde hair, or bright brown hair, and you're young, and then you get a little pepper of gray, and it means you're getting a little bit older and wiser, and then you get a lot of gray, and it means you've lived a good life and your full life. What does it mean when your hair turns blue?
You're cold.
Rude.
This was the color you were going for.
You okay,
Your head fell off. Gary's head fell off. The show is over. He just turned his head. His whole head popped up.
Concerned.
I'm sorry,
All right,
I
we
lost
sewed it
my
back
head.
on. We sewed it back on. We're good. All right. So, what do you do when you get sick? That's the question of the day. The question du jour. We're going French.
Let's-
the question du jour.
Okay, you go wee wee.
We
I'm delirious today, folks. I'm telling you, I'm going to be delirious all throughout the whole show.
I've timed it out. I think Gary's good for one funny comment every 5 minutes because that's all he's got the energy for right now. This poor guy.
I'll time it myself.
In about 4 minutes, he's going to be really freaking funny again. No, really. What was I saying? The remedy du jour.
Remedy du jour.
know.
What is it? What is it?
question du jour.
What is it for you when you're feeling sick? Now, does it depend on the sickness, or do you have like a remedy that you use for everything?
Yes, it's called
Wait.
sleep.
Is it this or this?
It's
Yes.
called sleep. It's a remedy for everything.
Okay, so you go right with the sleep.
Yes.
The sleep fluids, like water and.
Yeah, the fluids. That seems to be the myth.
No, well, that's important though. You need to be hydrated. It's not a myth.
Right.
The body must be hydrated. Listen, whether you're sick or you're, we deal with a lot of people coming down off of, their addictions, alcohol, drugs, and things like that. Drinking water is one of the best things you could do for your body. If you're trying to lose weight, drink more water. You're trying to exercise, drink more water. You want to build up muscle, drink. Everything you do requires water. Your body is like a whole bunch of water. I'm trying to remember the percentage. Do we remember the percentage? 80% or something like that?
90% fluid.
72?
72.
How about-
Where the hell did you get 72?
Karen said it the other day.
72.
72.
72.
Karen would know.
Wait.
Karen said it the other day.
74.37.
Oh my God.
And when you drink water,
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to
kinda
pick on
rounds
Gary
it off
anymore.
to
Smurf,
73.
you're it. I can't pick on Gary anymore. And he's sick. It's pathetic. I can't pick on.
I am
Oh,
pathetically sick.
I
Look,
almost said a bad word.
look at me.
Oh, ha, ha.
I got a little shook.
There we go.
You okay?
Let's just not sneeze on these things. We got these nice new mics in our studio, and I'm just waiting for one big booger sneeze to land on these things or ruin them. What would you call
That
it?
sounds so funny. Booger sneeze.
It's mouth boogers. Did you ever sneeze and have stuff come out of your mouth?
That's phlegma.
That's flagellum.
Flagellum, right.
Flagellum. Yeah, phlegm. All right. So,
That's why I have my notes here.
okay. So remedies. Honestly, sleep is what you've always been like.
Sleep.
Just get right to bed and.
Yeah, but now what you were talking earlier about water. What is the minimum amount of water that some person should have?
You know what? That changes.
Mm-hmm.
That changes over time. I mean, a couple of years ago, they were like, "Oh, you should drink like 2 gallons of water a day," and this. I mean, like this huge, copious amount of water. Now they're saying 1 pint or. Was it 1 pint for every so many pounds or something like that?
It's based on weight.
Yeah.
I just don't remember what it is.
And since I'm such a svelte human being, I only need a teaspoon of water.
Svelte.
I'm svelte. The put me if you're watching me on the camera adds 10 pounds, and I'm wearing 18 of them right now, so that's why I look like this. No, honestly, the water's based on your weight, but the calculation has changed. I don't know if you could drink too much water or not. I've heard something about you can actually drink too much water.
Yeah, it's called drowning.
Well, no, that's that's all just a matter of timing where you drink that water. If you're drinking it after you fall off a boat, then yes.
You know, we have some suggestions. We have
Some suggestions. Is
Oh,
it about turning
boy.
the show off again?
no, we have some requests, but we're going to keep the show going anyway.
Ooh.
All right, Gary, fill us in. What we got?
Chicken soup and a blanket. Thank you, Mr.
Now, chicken soup. Do you prescribe to the chicken scoop?
Oh my gosh.
We hey. Try talking. I'm stuffed up from my toes to my nostrils.
I think today all bets are off. I mean, we can't criticize anybody for anything
if you
except for teal hair.
If our LOL listeners out there can understand half of what we're saying, you're probably well ahead of the game right now. So that's what we're going for today.
Right.
No, but do you prescribe to this
Alicia
chicken
says that.
soup?
Yeah,
Gary?
I think chicken soup is.
Do you do that when you get sick?
Well, yeah. Well, I had a Jewish grandmother. She always had. She told me chicken soup, and my grandmother was a smart lady.
Now, was this like really a culturally Jewish family? So was it like?
She was. Nobody else was.
Oh, okay. But chicken soup, it wasn't like. I don't want to sound like an idiot, but it wasn't like matzo ball soup or something like that.
Matzo ball soup. Matzo ball soup.
What is that? I gotta ask. I've always wanted to know. I've never had it.
It's
It's
a
a
big
meatball.
ball of mozzarella and
whoa.
stuff.
What the hell's mountain
A
milk?
big ball of what?
Mozzarella.
You gotta explain that. I'm sorry. Again,
It's what they make matzah out of. It's
But what is matzah? Is it like a cracker? Is it a flour? Is it a grain? Is it?
it's unleavened bread. That's what it says in the Bible, buddy. That's as far as I know.
I saw that one time, unleavened bread, and I'm like, uneven bread? What is this? The
unleavened.
slice is not the same size? But I was wrong.
I think
All right,
they
unleavened
didn't
bread.
have yeast,
Okay.
so they made it, and it was flat, and it's
Oh, okay.
good. It's got matzah with peanut butter and matzah.
So it's like
you
a
guys-
dumpling.
you
Is it
wanna
closer to a
talk about
dumpling
matzah?
than to a meatball then? Because it's not a meat.
No, it's not
It's-
a meat. It looks like a meatball, but it's made with matzah meal.
Okay.
That's some kind
So
of
it's kind of like
It's-
a dumpling.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That
Very good. Very good. It is.
glad it
It's
made
like
you
a
so
dumpling.
happy.
It's like a dumpling. You little dumpling, you.
we got a winner.
No,
Yes.
I've had it from this place, and the matzo ball was the size of a softball.
And that they
You know,
they
the
could be
soup-
really big.
The soup that I had today, we had chicken and rice, right? But the bowl was like this big. If they put the matzo ball in there, I mean, they wouldn't be able to get the lid on this place that I ordered that from.
But how do you do that in a soup? If it doesn't fit on a spoon, it's not a soup.
It cuts very easily.
Oh, so you do.
It cuts
Yeah.
very easily.
Okay.
Now, a good matzo ball is really tasty. One that's made poorly can be very salty.
You can say that pretty much for any food.
This is that's true.
Any food could be.
You
Trust
can.
me, any food could be ruined. I'm a
Too much
testament to
salt.
that.
That's right.
Too much salt. I don't know. Cooking an extra 4 hours. Those kind of things.
But
just
some
happen.
delis tend to make it too salty, and I don't
Okay.
I don't get it, but they do. But you know, you get a good matzo ball soup, you're in Fat City. No pun intended.
I'm just gonna say. Do you want to follow that up anyway? That's excellent. Okay, so you do subscribe to the chicken soup. So like tonight, you're feeling very ill right now. I could tell.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not feeling well, and I'm got that little bit of that sweat thing going on. I hate that cold, slimy sweat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's nasty. So when I lick my hands and stuff, I could taste it. It's awful.
Well, that's the salt. You
Yeah,
can
it's
just
the
put that
salt.
over your matzo ball.
That's my hand that tastes like a matzah. I don't know what the hell that was.
What is happening?
It's an Italian Jew. There you go.
It's-
That's right. I'm Vinnyberg. All right. So, no, I really. How many more people can I offend in this show? I mean, I just really it's off to a bad start. No, soup, I do it, but I prefer the chicken rice to the chicken noodle. Because I feel like I grew up, and adults don't eat chicken noodle. Adults eat chicken rice. Kids eat chicken noodle. I feel like there's a thing that you cross. I don't know why. It just.
on now.
It was.
Kids-
It's just a thing I did in my brain.
You just decided one day.
I just
that,
decided who's an
it's
adult.
got noodles in it. That's too childish.
Yes.
Oh, but this one has little pieces of rice.
Yeah, but there's the soup that has little pasta stars. That's,
No, you
that's
can't do
kids.
stars.
That's for kids.
Isn't one of them? Don't one of them have like letters and stuff?
That's called
Alphabet
alphabet
soup.
soup.
Yeah, alphabet soup. Boy, how genius! Yeah, I tried the alphabet soup one time and I got in so much trouble. My soup kept spelling out dirty words while I was eating it. It was not good.
I tried reading my alphabet soup. The story wasn't very good.
Oh boy,
I got nothing.
Yeah. So if you're listening or watching us on Facebook right now, you can actually come in with your own remedies for when you're sick. There's the things like a hot compress over your head and things like that. Obviously, sleep, chicken soup, drink plenty of fluids. But what else? What else is out there that people do?
Yeah, please let us know. Michelle says she hopes that we feel better, but let us know. I mean, help me. Help me get better, please. Help me.
I was looking up some old remedies here. I came up with a bunch of stuff. Now, some of these make sense. Salt water for a sore throat. Now, even with a cold, when your throat gets sore, I don't know, is your throat sore?
You gargle with salt water. I've heard of that.
Yeah. It says right here, salt water for a sore throat. This is really bad to put out there. It should say gargle with salt water.
Right.
Because-
Exactly.
Somebody told me when I was young, because I had a tooth thing happen and I had to gargle, and they said
good for it.
They said mix salt with water and swish it around in your mouth, but they didn't tell me to spit it out.
Well, swish it around your
And I
mouth.
swallowed
Pretty
it.
close. Yeah.
It was bad.
It was.
It
is
was
bad.
not, and I love salty stuff, but drinking plain salt water, not a good thing.
Not a good thing.
No,
Not a good thing.
no.
A lot of
So,
vomit floating around the ocean.
the salt water, it actually does work. Did you know you could use ginger for nausea?
Warm salt water. That's what Michelle thought.
Well-
You could do what?
Ginger, fresh ginger, you could actually put it in tea, or you could actually just take a little sliver of ginger and chew on it for nausea if your stomach's upset.
Oh,
It helps.
I could think chewing on some ginger would induce the nausea.
Well,
Well, then everything comes up. You don't feel bad anymore. One way or another,
If
you're
you need
cured.
if you need to vomit, throw up. That's the best way to. Yeah.
If you need to vomit, throw up. It is.
You need to vomit, throw up. Get it over with.
Get it out.
Get it done.
no.
That's right.
Didn't you ever throw up and then all of a sudden you go, oh, I feel so
just-
much better.
Yes.
You just hope. You hope to do that because you know you'll feel better afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't want to get past that. It's like a Novocaine shot at the dentist. I know I'm changing the subject, but once you get that Novocaine shot, then you won't feel the pain. But you know you're going to feel pain on that Novocaine shot. So
You got to decide, is it worth going through the pain of the Novocaine shot? I make them. I don't, Moody Monday. We're all over the place. Hello, bipolar Tuesday right now. All right, so
It's not Tuesday.
it's not. It doesn't matter. They could be watching this on a Thursday at
That's
9 in
right.
the morning in
That's
their
right.
You're
pajamas,
listening on
Happy Wednesday.
Spotify.
or watching it on our YouTube channel.
happy Wednesday if you're listening to
Or-
this 2 days from now.
on Castbox.
Where were we? Dentist.
Dentist.
There's nothing scarier than that freaking needle that they use for Novocaine. Do they purposefully make that thing huge?
It is. That needle is that. I think the needle is that long because he's got to get certain spots in your mouth.
I think it's
But
just
that needle
because it's
looks
fun.
Really big.
I make them show it to me. You know how they try to hide it when they're going into your mouth?
Yeah.
It is like, okay, would you rather know what somebody's putting in your mouth or not know? Let's keep this. Let's keep this in a nice, neat, clean area here, Gary.
If we go camp, no, don't go there. When it comes to a needle, I don't want to see it anywhere. I mean, if it's going in my, if the doctor is giving me a needle in my arm, if needles freak me out, especially if it's going in my mouth. Yeah, I want to see what's going. The little dentist, I had a dentist one time. He told me, he says, I'm going to give this little shot, okay?
Yeah.
And then he started doing this with my lip.
Oh, yeah. Why do they do that?
I don't know. Is
I
that
think it's
supposed to make it feel better?
No, you know what they do? Apparently, like they put it in there, and it's like when you make like Kool-Aid or something. You shake it up and you get it
Yeah.
all to mix up. I think they shoot the Novocaine. The Novocaine goes in.
The
They shoot the
Novocaine.
Novocaine in there.
Significant.
And then he shakes your lip back and forth to make it all just spread throughout your face.
Oh, I thought.
And the more he shakes, the further it spreads. And if he shakes too far, your brain shuts down.
Okay, well,
he shook it too much.
here we go. Conspiracy theories.
He tells me, if you feel any pain, tap my back. Okay? I broke 3 of his ribs tapping his back. Yeah, it hurt. Just tap my back.
Gary had a hammer in his hand. The guy didn't see it coming. Yeah, some of these remedies are pretty crazy. Tea bags for eyes. When you have bags under your eyes, they're saying if you put tea bags on your eyes, it'll make the
I
bags
can
go
see
away.
that. But I feel like it wouldn't be like.
Well, I
Tea.
think nobody would
Okay,
really care much
here.
about the bags under your eyes when you got the scalding burns on your
Oh,
eyeballs.
come on. You know
What?
what they mean. They mean let it cool down
Oh,
and then put it on your eyeball holes.
See, no, I've been doing it wrong. I've been heating up the tea bags and then
That's why
sticking
you-
my face in the tea.
That's why your bags are bigger.
This is my favorite one. Duct tape for warts.
Duct tape for warts.
Yeah, to cure warts.
You just
I guess you put duct tape on. I guess if you cover your warts with duct tapes, you can't see them, so they're not warts.
Yeah.
It's no problem anymore.
Duct tape is a remedy for everything anyway.
Yeah, that's like going to an acupuncture guy for, to cure you of ailments. But then who cures you when you have thousands of tiny little holes in your body? How do you get that fixed? Okay, no.
You play them.
Acupuncture is good. All right. So anyway, do we got anybody else? Anybody else commenting on some what we could do about feeling sick?
No, we're not getting comments. We got a lot of people who have joined us. Thank you for joining
Oh,
us.
thanks for
You know
joining us,
what?
everyone.
We do have a lot of people joining us, but we're not
Maybe.
getting any suggestions.
maybe a lot of them are sick. And they're all at home and they fall asleep. That's
Are
fine.
you all sick?
You know what? I put on shows and just mellow out and fall asleep to them.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do when you're sick is just to lay back and relax as much as possible. Try to get some sleep, drink some tea, and all that stuff. But
Right. Well, if you have somebody there to take care of you. I mean, Tammy was taking care of
oh
me.
wait,
Oh, my God.
are you a
Wow,
good
yeah.
sick person? I got this idea in my head that you whine a lot when you're sick.
I whine a lot when I'm not sick.
I don't know. I don't want to make it. I don't want to make assumptions because when I make assumptions, I make an ass out of you.
What happened to
to do
and
about
me?
me.
What happened to and me?
yeah, you too. But I just get this feeling that you're not a good sick person.
I'm not a bad sick
Oh,
person.
really? You're pretty good.
But of course, there's always the person that is taking care of you that either takes care of you, or if you're sitting in a chair, they're totally paranoid and they're doing this.
He's
it going?
he went behind me. Why are you behind me?
Oh no!
He's knocking things over to
America.
They're trying to get as far away
Oh,
from you
they-
as possible.
They're trying. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah. There's people. If I'm sick, my stepdaughter will walk in the room, and I'll sneeze or she'll look at me. She say, "Are you sick?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "I don't want it." Okay. Guess I won't give it to you then. I was going to. I was going to wrap it up, actually. Put it under the tree and do everything, and it was going to be nice. And you don't want it? Fine. I'll give it to somebody else.
And here I am.
Yeah. Or
Here
when they
I
say,
am.
if you make me sick, I'm going to get so mad at you. How do I make people? I don't make you sick. I probably should stop licking the doorknobs at work. But beyond that,
That's where it came from. Oh,
It's me
yeah.
licking windows.
it's a.
Okay, we've got tea and honey. We've got Donna saying NyQuil.
Yes.
NyQuil. Well, listen, we are a treatment center, and once you start with NyQuil, you progress to pot. So
Yeah. No, NyQuil is the only things on this planet that actually taste like the colors red and green.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
I
I
had
mean?
it last night. Exactly. You are so right.
It's very festive. You'd serve it at Christmas, but
Rose says peroxide in water, gargle, not swallow. She put not swallow on there
peroxide?
because she knows as well.
I've never heard of putting peroxide in your mouth.
Alyssa says Jack Daniels, honey lemon in tea.
Doesn't work with Live Out Loud, our clean and sober podcast. Let me remind everybody what we're listening to here.
That's right.
But I appreciate, well, listen, a lot of people used to do the hot toddy and
Yeah.
the rums and the different things when kids were sick. The kid's sick, give him a little hot rum, just a half a bottle or so, and he'll be fine. Yes, my little Davy, he was sick, and I gave him half a bottle of rum, and wow, he didn't even make a peep for a week.
He couldn't sleep. I gave him half a bottle of rum right over the
He
head.
couldn't sleep, yes. He developed an odd limp, though. It was very strange. Yeah, we don't want to endorse that, but yeah, so it is part of an old of an old remedy is using things like that.
Yeah.
But steam. Does anybody do steam anymore?
Oh, putting the towel over your head and just soaking up steam
Yeah.
and water.
Like, I have never heard of that. And then one day I did it just on my own. And it was so great. It felt good. I felt icky afterwards, but
It really cleans you out, right?
Yeah. It
'Cause
really
everything
did
just
help.
kind of just it loosens
Like-
everything.
Like right after you go into a shower. Like when you shower, like you're super sick and you're like, ugh, and then you shower and you're like,
You feel so much better.
this is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's
Wow.
'cause of all the steam.
See, I had a friend of mine who wanted to do that, but they didn't have an oven that worked. All they had was their microwave, so they put a bowl of water in the microwave, put their head over it, turn the microwave on. Yeah. I really liked him. I really liked him.
Scanners.
His
Scanners.
Yes.
head done exploded.
I keep going back. Excuse me, folks. I'm talking over here because my body is saying lean back,
No.
lean back.
No, when the
gonna-
show's over, you can lean back. We've got about another 5.5 minutes. You can lean back.
I'm gonna lock your chair in place.
We got
Gary.
5 minutes and 15 seconds. No, not. We don't have. No, 12 seconds. No, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. 10 seconds. No,
Oh,
no,
good
I'm
Lord.
wrong again. I'm sorry. It's 8
I'm gonna
seconds.
close the timer.
I'm going to back away for a moment. Don't touch it. I'm going to back away for a moment and let Gary just count in his head while I tell you about treatment alternatives. We are broadcasting from their studio. And Gary and I do a lot of work right here at Treatment Alternatives, and so does Smurf. And we believe in what they do. Treatment Alternatives is a premier alcohol and drug treatment center right here in Boca Raton. They treat alcohol addiction, drug addiction. They even treat mental illness. So if you've got PTSD or bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, you need treatment too. And a lot of times these mental health disorders go hand in hand with addiction. So people who are suffering from addiction, you may see other kind of like add-ons to that with depression and anxiety and anger control and impulse control. That's all mental health issues that need to be dealt with if you're going to deal with the addiction as well. Give us a call right here. If you or somebody you know is suffering from addiction or any kind of mental health disorder, and you want some more information, you want to know what's available to them, give us a call right here at Treatment Alternatives, 877-771-1731. That's 877-771-1731. Gary, we joke a lot on the show. We have a lot of fun, and even through our illness and our sickness, we try to have fun. But this is serious for us, isn't it? The treatment for addiction and mental health?
Yeah, because you meet such wonderful people that have just been trapped in this cave and they can't get out.
Yeah, that's actually a very good way to put it.
Yeah, they can't get out, and it's nice to be part of the light that helps them see their way out. But it's hard to get out. It's hard to get out of it, and you need help. You do. You can't just do it on your own. I've seen too many people try to do it on their own, and they fail, and they go back, or they leave too early, and then I see them back at detox again.
Yeah, without the
Takes a
proper guidance and without the proper help, it's very difficult to conquer these things on your own. So, once again, give us a call, 877-771-1731. Contact Treatment Alternatives and ask about addiction treatment, mental health treatment. It's all right here for you in Boca Raton. Now, as far as us, if there's something you would like to share with us or something you would like to put out there, please join us. Like us on Facebook, LOL Podcast on Facebook. You can go to Live Out Loud Podcast or liveoutloud.live. Did I get it right? Liveoutloud.live?
Yes.
On the internet, go to www.liveoutloud.live, and that could direct you to our YouTube page. You can go to YouTube and look us up. We are pretty much we're expanding outward.
Yeah.
And as we do this, Smurf, myself, Gary, we're going to keep pushing the information to you so you know where to watch us. But we want your information, your comments, your ideas. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Share with us some shows that you would like to do. And if you would like to be a guest on LOL, well, that's really just too bad. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We would. You weren't expecting that, were you?
That got
we would love to have you. You know, if you're a friend of mine, you can sit right here. If you're a friend of Gary's, there's a place in the hallway. I'm kidding. Since you got most of our listeners are friends
It's
of
called
yours.
the restroom.
Because I
got a lot of people. I got West Hiller joined in. I haven't seen West in years. He used to be one of my students. Now he's directing shows on Broadway.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I've got
Very good,
my
West. If
Facebook.
you're still listening, way to go. All right.
Personally, my Facebook followers just went into double digits. That's right. I have 10. Yeah. Well, apparently people only friend people. Friends. They only follow people they like. So I don't have any.
Well, they said, well, we have one mutual friend. Okay. They say, okay.
So we're all sick. this Moody Monday, we still got to find a way to get through work. We come in and we do our podcast and we do what we have to do, and we're always going to be there for the clients and helping them out and doing their thing. But what is tonight for you? Do you already have it in your head like, I can't wait to go home and what?
NyQuil and pass out.
NyQuil and pass out.
Pass out and try to wake up tomorrow morning without texting you and saying, Scott, I can't do it.
Do you have like any like weird things like certain pajamas? No, stop it.
You said weird.
I said weird things, and you go, ooh, what's it gonna be? like certain things that you do when you're sick that you don't do, like certain pajamas or something like that.
I know what he's talking about, Smith.
You know what I'm talking about.
They're like cozy
Yes.
cozies, that you get into when you go to sleep, or when you're like a snuggle blanket,
or
something
fuzzy socks.
Yeah,
or
fuzzy
something.
socks that you like to get into that make you feel totally at home. I know exactly what he's talking about, so I can say no.
Nothing. Covering yourself head to toe with peanut oil and then. No, I'm sorry. That was something different. I was thinking that was something else.
Actually, to tell you the truth, I have an old T-shirt from Rebels Without Applause. Since I was just talking about West, it was a teenage improvisation troupe.
All right.
And it's an extra large T-shirt that I slip into, and it makes me feel like I am home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's your thing.
Do you?
No, sweatshirts. I'll put on a pair of sweats and a sweatshirt, usually a Syracuse University sweatshirt. Go orange. What? No, I can't say go orange. They're gone. They got knocked out in the tournament. They're gone. Oh. Anyway, no, but usually my Syracuse sweatshirt, and then I usually wear like heavier socks, and I just kind of curl up on the recliner on the sofa, and then binge watch. Chicken soup and gargling with whatever oil stuff, whatever we all said, all that other stuff, and the honey and the lemon and the this and the tea bags on your face and all that stuff. Nothing's better than binge watching on Netflix when you're sick.
Yeah.
Because it gives you the excuse to just lay there and watch shows. Usually when you do that and you're binge watching and you're not sick, you're like, I should be doing something else. But when you're really sick, it's like that one chance for you to say, I have to stay in bed. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to protest, and I'm going to say to my family, I just got things to do, that's the act we put on. But when they leave the room, we snuggle up and we say, it's nice to be in bed all day.
Yeah.
But that's the truth. That's right. Am I lying?
Unless they tell you, they say, no, you need to stay in bed. The old reverse psychology. Yeah. No, I've got so much to do. No, stay in bed.
Yeah.
Stay in bed. You stay there. I'll get the chicken soup. It's like, it worked.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, it worked.
Of course, if it's me, it's like, I got to get up. I got things to do. So get up and do them. Oh, damn, that backfired. Now, if I'm not in there doing them, now I'm screwed.
And then
now I'm out there and I'm doing it. I'm miserable.
But I'm sick.
Yeah, so that's kind of how that goes. And, like when you have to call off work. I never call off work. I hate calling off work. I call, you hang up the phone, you immediately feel like, screw it, I'm staying home. I'm fine. I'm good.
Or it grows. Like for instance, I texted Scott today, and I said, Scott, I'm not going to be able to get in until at least 11 o'clock. Scott sent me the old thumbs up. Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Take care of yourself. 11 o'clock came.
That's because I was too mad to actually type words. Just being honest. I'm sorry. I was just being honest.
I talked to Karen. She said, you're not going to make it in until you have a class. You have a group at 12:30. I said, well, I'll make it. See, it's starting to go now at 12:30. So I came in at 12:30. We played music. It was a great group, and here we are at the podcast, and my boss here is still talking to me, even though I couldn't make it in today.
Nah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Even though you're starting to sound like an old blues man right now.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh, here we go.
That's right. It's Snow Cone.
This is
Yep.
Snow Cone.
Yep.
I got them stay in bed blues.
Yep.
Snow Cone with the magic fingers.
There you go.
That's right.
Hey, we've come to the end of our show. And there's probably a reason for that because, your nose is running and you should really catch up to it.
Yeah.
I've been saving that one. The dad joke, I pulled it out.
What did Arthur say? And I think now I should go to the hospital.
I think, yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining us. Remember, once again, like us on our Facebook page, LOL Podcast. Check out all of our stuff right here. LiveOutLoud.live on the internet, www.liveoutloud.live. You can check out our YouTube channel. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We're pretty much everywhere you want to be. And don't forget to check out our friends at Treatment Alternatives. I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
And we've got Smurf over there in the corner. We want to thank you for joining us for this edition of Live Out Loud. We'll see you next time. Oh,
bye.
This is the part. Wait a minute.
Come on, dude.
This is a part where I'm supposed to hit the button to start the music. And
That's when
Gary's
I hit
already
the
moved
other
on.
buttons.
He's already on Amazon shopping on his phone.
No, she said
Smurf
that
fell asleep.
Tammy says we're
waiting.
troopers.
So now, I'll see you next time.
She'll have what? Matzo ball.
Matzo ball
Waiting
soup.
for-
Matzo ball soup.